Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I am going to be sharing with you one of the items I have checked off of my wish list for 2025. If you watched that video, I said in that video, one of my highest priorities on that wish list was a custom-made piece of jewelry. My husband and I picked it up yesterday, so I am going to share that with you today. And I also want to have a discussion with you about luxury branded jewelry, and are we crazy for buying it? And let's do the jewelry of the day. I have on some luxury branded jewelry. I am wearing my Tiffany hardware gold earrings. I have on my Tiffany lock bracelet, my mom's engagement ring, my 23-year-old diamond, and a Cartier Santos watch. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melinda. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would just join us and hit that button, and let's just have some fun on this channel. This is a lighthearted, fun channel. So let's get into the new jewelry piece. So I'm going to share some pictures with you. Last June, when we were in Las Vegas, I tried on this beautiful necklace at Hermes. I'm going to insert a few pictures of it. I have a picture of it on me, and then I have some stock photos of it, and I thought it was absolutely stunning. It is in 18 karat rose gold. I think it's very, very, very pretty, but it means absolutely nothing to me. I am not into horses. I don't know why I would want to have a big H on my neck. You know, it's a status thing, as we're going to talk about luxury jewelry later. But I've been wanting a medallion style necklace, and I asked my jeweler when I picked up my solitaire that if he could design something. I know he designs all kinds of things, and he said yes. And I had gone online, and he's like, let's go ahead and do it. And I was like, no, this is my Valentine's Day gift from my husband, so I want him to come in with me. So when I dropped it off, I asked him, when we picked it up, we drew out the design, and I will show you the mock-ups that he sent me. It is fascinating how they do this now. It is completely different than when I described how he made my tennis bracelet. That was in a wax mold. They now do it with a 3D printer. So if you don't know what one of those is, because I didn't know what one of those was until last year, my son-in-law got one. If you remember the little Birkin that my son-in-law made me for Christmas, he made my husband a Porsche clock. He made my daughter, not for Christmas, but just to cheer her up, a little frog with moving legs. It was so adorable. But a 3D printer, he said, is beyond more accurate than doing the wax mold. And he says, and he went through, and he was so specific. He went through how much of the gold, I wanted rose gold, so he's like, we're going to add this. He went through melting the gold, everything, told me every bit of the process. And he said that the wax mold would, I don't know what this is made of, but it would melt away and leave the cast piece. And so I will show you it, and then I will continue talking about it. But we went through the store and picked out the shade of pink. Many of you remember the story of in 2022 when my mom went into the hospital, and I lost her that year. If you're new to my channel, I started seeing 1111 and 111 every day, and it hasn't stopped. Yesterday I saw it both times. Today I only got the 1111, but my daughter sent me something, and I will read it to you in a moment. I'm going to show you the piece of jewelry, but she sent me something that it's an angel number, and it took me a while to kind of accept that, because it's not something I really necessarily believe in, and I've talked to my dad a lot about this, and he's starting to see the 11s. But I did this in honor of my beautiful mom, and I don't know how well that's going to show up. I will definitely put in overlays, but it is 1111 in diamonds, and there are little sunbursts all around the 11s in diamonds as well to go with the matching to her engagement ring, which has 2 sunburst diamonds on either side. And then he chose the chain. I could have swapped it if I wanted something different. I didn't want when I showed him the design of the Hermes, I'm like, I don't want these little circles. I don't want this tiny little diamond up here. I don't care about the toggle on the side or any of that. And by the way, that necklace was $8,500, I believe, plus tax. This was not inexpensive. It was absolutely not inexpensive. This is solid. This is, I don't know if I'll be able to show you how solid it is. I will try here. But that is a solid 18 karat gold. And the back of it is shiny. The front of it is like this so that you will be able to see the design. And then it's on a box chain because it is the strongest chain, and this pendant is so incredibly heavy, and it's a rose gold box chain. But yeah, so I was like, I don't want this, I don't want that. And we took the bail from another necklace, and I didn't want the Hermes bail. It was like 2 little circles. It was kind of cheap. But I did use the Hermes around this part where it has like the rope design. So let me put it on so you can see what it looks like on me. So this is what it looks like on me. This is the 20-inch length. I did have it where I can wear it as an 18, and the necklace came as a 22, and he chopped off the 2 inches, and I didn't notice until I got home. And I wouldn't have chosen a 22, but when I was there, I was like, well, that's kind of cool, because if I'm wearing like a really chunky turtleneck, it'll bring it down to like here. So I called him up and I'm like, do you still have those 2 inches? And he's like, yes. So he's gonna put that back on, but it is spectacular. It is so beautiful, and it has meaning, and I am the only person that has it, which I think is so cool. I wish you could feel the weight of this. So it's the size of a quarter, roughly. It's an inch, and I think that that's bold enough. It's about the same size as the Hermes one. I promise it weighs a lot more than the Hermes one. And it was, again, as I said, it was not inexpensive, but it was not $8,500 plus tax, which leads me into the second part of the video, and that is, I put a few notes in my phone. Are we nuts for buying branded luxury jewelry? This cost a lot, but it costs less than probably most of my branded luxury necklaces. Maybe not like the Bulgari ones from a long time ago, but are we crazy? Seriously, I've been really contemplating this because we went to Las Vegas for the first time in a while for us. We used to go monthly, and I have put my foot down on that. I am done with Las Vegas, but we went recently because he booked London and Paris for me, and he wanted to go to Las Vegas, so I said okay. And I had planned on doing a lot of shopping. I have not been in a luxury store this year, and I wanted to do a lot of shopping. And because of these earrings, and I don't know if you all remember when I bought the silver ones, the reason I got the silver ones, and I said this in the video, is because I know myself too well, and I will want to get matching pieces to this. So I was considering some of the hardware pieces in the 18 karat gold, and my sales associate texted me in January that they were having a price increase. So I was spending quite a bit of time online trying to decide what I wanted, and I'm going to share my silver set with you real fast. I have the hardware ring, I have the medium link bracelet, and I might call this the small on the silver, but it's the same size as the medium in gold, which I did try on when I was there. And I have the same size link of the necklace. And so I was looking at all these, and I was like, first of all, I don't need to have the same set in gold. And I don't know. My husband was just like, don't chase the price increase. He's like, that's not what you wanted. You wanted to go in, be relaxed, try things on, look around, you know, all of this. And that's not what you're getting. You don't, I can shop online anytime I want. I could go to Tiffany at our local mall here if I wanted to, but yeah, I like my sales associate and I wanted to buy from him, and I didn't want to bother somebody here and then go and order from somebody else. But I just started thinking about it. I tried this piece on, and as I said, in the 18 karat yellow gold, and it was $7,000, which is more than this was. It was a lot, but it wasn't $7,000. And it's not that weighty. It's not that heavy. And I just really got to thinking, like, do I want to keep buying branded 18 karat gold, especially now that I know I can go and design whatever I want? And I was going to bring in a few pieces to share with you of unbranded gold that I have, but you've seen them before. I have showed you bracelets, and maybe I will run and get some in a moment and show you a few pieces. I have a custom sapphire ring. I have several beautiful pieces, and hopefully this will splice in. I just went and grabbed a few pieces of my unbranded jewelry because I did mean to bring that out and show it to you. Let me zoom out a little bit here, but just wanted to show you some pieces that I have. This is called a stampato, and this is a gorgeous bracelet. These I've probably are vintage by now. I'm sure I've had them more than 20 years, but I mean, it's chunky, it's substantial. I mean, you can get some really beautiful pieces. Another bracelet that I really love is this woven one, and it has the oversized C-ring clasp on it. It's super, super comfortable. The custom ring I was telling you about in the sapphire, I mean, that's just stunningly beautiful. And then let's talk about some earrings. These are some that my mother-in-law gave me many, many years ago, and they look like they would be a branded earring. They're really super cool. I just absolutely love these. And then just like some more simpler hoops. These have like texture on them, but I mean, you can really get a lot more for your money. This is, I've had this forever and ever. It's hollow because that would be very expensive, but it's a really pretty puffy gold heart, shiny on one side. This I've always loved because I love anything celestial, but I think that I just am starting to really feel like luxury branded jewelry just isn't worth it. And they're very old, so they were. I can't compare what the prices would be like that for today, but you're definitely paying for the design. And I mean, these earrings are super cool. And my girlfriend was like, why are you keeping the medium ones in the gold when you already have, you know, this pair? And I was like, cause he struggled. He struggled this Christmas. I asked for nothing. I promise. I asked for absolutely nothing, and I genuinely meant it. But he worked so hard trying to surprise me, and he did surprise me. And they're beautiful, and I'll wear them. But while we were there, I did try on the lock hoops, and they were $7,000. And I mean, I'm getting to this point. Honestly, I think this is the last year that I'm even going to be buying luxury branded anything. But I am getting to this point where it's like, it was such a better deal to get the silver than to get the gold. And how do you all feel about that? Are you still really, really into it? I mean, I have a lot of pieces, as you know, and I'm not judging anybody or putting anybody down if you want to keep buying it. And I really don't think I will going forward. I don't think I'm going to continue with that. And the price increases. And I said this, I met my Dior sales associate for lunch, and I said the same thing to her that I said to my Tiffany sales associate. And I haven't bought anything from Dior since My husband got me that gift in December of 2023. And I told her, I'm like, why do I want to make, I might say his name wrong, and I honestly don't care. I'm not going to look up how to pronounce his name. Bernard Arnault. Why do I want to make him richer? And I said the same thing to my Tiffany sales associate. I mean, yeah, they just had this price increase, as I said, and it wasn't extreme. It was about $300 per piece. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't necessary. None of these are necessary. And I just got to thinking, there's so many other wonderful things that I could do with my money than help make him richer, which I know I shop at Louis Vuitton. I shop at a lot of places that he owns. I get it, but I don't know. How are y'all feeling about luxury branded jewelry versus going into your local jewelry store? Like, I could see absolutely no reason to get this ring from Tiffany. I looked this up. My solitaire, I put in my exact specs, the carat color, all of my specs from my GIA on Tiffany, and what that was going to cost was astronomical, just crazy compared to what I spent on this. And I'm just like, what's the point? Why would I want a Tiffany tennis bracelet? Yes, they're beautiful, but I love the one that I have that is custom made, and it's just a beautiful piece. But how are y'all feeling about that? I think I'm clearly talking myself out of wanting any more. I do have some silver pieces that I'm going to be sharing with you soon, but as far as 18 karat and maybe even silver, I may not be continuing going forward. But thank you for letting me share. I love how it came out. I love that it has such meaning of my mom, and it's simple. It's not, the Hermes one was gorgeous, but I just a little too much doodads going on for me. But I hope you have an amazing day today, and I hope to talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.